You know, some stories are so powerful they just echo through generations, carrying lessons that never, ever fade. Today we're diving into a timeless Gambian folktale that's all about nature's power, the real danger of pride, and the strength we can only find in each other. So let's get into it.
This quote right here, it's the absolute heart of the story. Think about that for a second. The idea that sometimes the biggest challenges we face don't actually break us. Instead, they strip away all the nonsense to show us what's really important. Keep that thought in your head as we travel to a small village by a great river.
All right, so our story starts in a place called Sutukung, a village that's living in, well, perfect harmony. It's a picture of peace, of prosperity, a community that's totally connected to the land and the spirits they believe are watching over them.
For a long, long time, life was good. I mean, the crops were growing tall, the river was generous, and the people lived with this deep sense of gratitude. They got it. They understood that their good fortune wasn't something they were owed. It was a gift from the world around them, something you had to respect.
And this is where the trouble starts. The village chief, a man named Samba Kinteh, starts to believe his own hype. He makes this classic mistake of thinking the village's good luck is all because of him, his own personal achievement. And with one arrogant announcement, he puts himself above his community, above nature, above everything. This one moment, this single act of pride is what kicks the whole story into motion.
See, in this story, pride isn't just some internal character flaw. No, it's an action that actually sends ripples out into the world. When the chief speaks with that much arrogance, the natural world, the spiritual world, they start to respond. The balance has been thrown off, and the warnings, well, they start to appear.
The very first warning comes from a place of spiritual wisdom. The village priestess, Ye Mariama, she's the one who's in tune with that unseen world, and she gets this incredibly powerful premonition. Her dream isn't just a bad dream, it's a vision, a sneak peek of exactly what's coming if the chief's pride is left unchecked. And right here, we get this head-on collision. On one side, you have this ancient, deep wisdom, a plea for some humility. And on the other side, just pure ego. The chief doesn't just argue, he laughs. He completely dismisses her, and in doing so, he basically seals the village's fate.
So the spiritual warning is ignored. What happens next? The physical world itself starts sending signals. It starts small, a weird heaviness in the air. Then an eerie silence as all the birds disappear. And then the ocean starts making sounds it shouldn't be making. Nature is practically whispering that something is seriously wrong, but just like the dream, these signs are completely ignored.
Okay, the whispers were ignored, the warnings were laughed at, and now the reckoning arrives. This is the moment the entire story has been building to, where the consequences of all that pride become terrifyingly real.
It's sudden, it's absolute. There's no more quiet buildup, no more subtle warnings. The storm doesn't just begin, it erupts. That single flash of lightning is like the starting gun for nature's fury, a direct and violent answer to the chief's arrogance.
The power is just overwhelming. Everything that symbolized the village's peaceful life, the strong trees, the safe homes, the river that gave them everything, is now turned against them. And in this incredible moment of poetic justice, the storm actually targets the chief's throne, the very symbol of his power, and just sweeps it away like it's nothing.
In that moment of pure terror, staring down a power so much bigger than himself, Chief Samba Kinteh is finally broken. His pride is completely washed away in the flood, and all that's left is this desperate cry for forgiveness. This is his absolute rock bottom. But then, right in the middle of all this chaos, something truly beautiful happens. The villagers, stripped of everything they own, find their real strength not in their leader, but in each other. Suddenly, who's rich or poor doesn't matter. All that matters is helping each other survive. It becomes a collective effort.
The storm is over, but what it left behind was so much more than just destruction. It had fundamentally changed the village and its leader, clearing the way for a brand new beginning.
I mean, what a powerful image, right? The physical village is in ruins. You can see the fury of the storm everywhere. But the community, the spirit of the people, it isn't just okay, it's stronger than it has ever been. They lost so much, but in the process, they found what was most important.
And this is where we see the chief's complete redemption. He doesn't just rebuild his house, he rebuilds his entire character. He makes a new vow, out loud for everyone to hear, showing he's truly learned the storm's brutal lesson. He finally understands his place, not above nature, not above his people, but as a part of them.
So, why has this particular story been told for so many generations? What makes it stick? It's because its message is absolutely timeless. It's way more than just a tale about bad weather. It's a deep lesson about a fundamental human flaw. The story of Chief Samba Kinteh is a perfect example of something the ancient Greeks had a word for: hubris. It's that excessive pride, that dangerous self-confidence that makes you think you're untouchable. And it almost always leads to a downfall. It's a universal warning, and it shows up in stories all over the world for a very good reason.
And this is the perfect ending. The memory of that great storm is now woven into their culture. The sound of thunder isn't just noise anymore. It's a reminder to stay humble, to respect the world around them, and to never forget the lesson they all learned the hard way together.
And that leaves us with a pretty big question to think about, doesn't it? This ancient story from the Gambia isn't really about a fictional chief in a faraway land. It's a mirror. It's asking us to look at our own world, our own communities, and ask ourselves, where have we become too proud? Where have we ignored the warnings? And what kind of storm might it take to remind us who we really are?